have this beautiful script, Ammi Akhtari, and I want you to play Begum Akhtar.
Just struck me. Do you know that Sri 2 में जो एक गाना है अभी आज की रात, that's supposed to be inspired by one of Begum Akhtar's songs. Do you know about this?
No.
आज की रात? Yes. You just mentioned that song. वो जो भी रात मज़ा हुस्न का ए मोहब्बत तेरे yeah. You could have also, done like a biopic or like a play on somebody from your own family, maybe your father or Lataji. Have you considered that?
You never know.
In between the lines, there are pauses where I have to.
Let's not reveal. Let's not reveal. Let's not reveal.
No spoilers.
Hello, this is Padmini Kolhapure. You're watching me on Midday.
Hi, this is Tejaswini Kolhapure and you're watching me on Midday.
आदाब, मैं हूं तलत अजीज और आप मुझे देख रहे हैं मिड डे पर, और आप ज़रूर देखते रहिएगा और देखिए अम्मी अख्तरी को भी.
Hello everybody, welcome to midday.com. I'm here with talented veteran artists Padmini Kolhapure, Talat Aziz, Tejaswini Kolhapure, talking about another legendary artist actually, Begum Akhtar, whose life they're bringing to stage with the play Ammi Akhtari, which is we're gonna have the shows very soon in Mumbai. And my question to you would be, first of all, how did you get involved in this play and the production, and why Begum Akhtar at this point?
I was made to get involved. Our director and producer Saif ji, he approached me and he said that I have this beautiful script, Ammi Akhtari, and I want you to play Begum Akhtar. And I almost ran away. I took an about turn and I almost ran away. But then he caught me and he said, read the script and, I really want you to be part of this. And when I read the script, I was even more nervous. Ek to Urdu mein bolna hai. Because obviously Begum Akhtar was, everyone knows what she was, right? So, khair, we read the script a couple of times, myself and Tejaswini, and we got the hang of it. So it was not so bad.
Right. It's a brave attempt, I must say. Tejaswini, how did you take it when you were approached?
So actually I've done a film with Saif called Yes Papa, and we were talking about many more projects during that period, and he spoke about this play, and initially when he spoke about it I was like I'm not sure if I can portray that character, and that's when he thought of Padmini. And he was like, have you all done anything in the past before? And I told him, I said, no, we've not done anything, and it would be exciting to do a project together. So that's how, he sent me the script, he sent her the script, and that's how we both come on board. Of course, Padmini needed a little more prodding and coaxing into coming on board because she wasn't sure. She's also busy with a lot of things. So then finally it all worked out.
Talatji, I was a little surprised that, you are singing Begum Akhtar's songs. I mean, we would have probably expected a female singer to take on the job. How did you take it when you were approached?
That's what it was, out of the box. People expect that. That's a typical thing. Tejaswini actually came up with this brain wave that let's get Talat Sahab to, sing the ghazals.
देखिए ऐसा ना, गज़ल गायकी जो है ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो मेल हो या फीमेल हो, उसमें एक गंभीरता होती है. There is a depth to it, gravitas, which you need to have after so many years. You need that maturity to sing and express. Whether it's a male voice or a female voice, doesn't matter. अब बेगम अख्तर साहिबा की जो गज़लियात हैं, उनका स्टाइल है गाने का, वो यूनिक है, कोई इसको रेप्लिकेट नहीं कर सकता.
Yes.
कोई किसी को रेप्लिकेट नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज वो उनका एक अपना एक अलग वो है, उनका इतने सालों का जो एक आवाज़ का टोन है, बट उनकी रूह जो है, मिजाज कहते हैं उर्दू में, द टेम्परामेंट ऑफ सिंगिंग, यू कैन ट्राई एंड अब्सॉर्ब दैट एंड ट्राई एंड गेट अ बिट ऑफ दैट इनटू योर सिंगिंग एंड ब्लेंड इट सो दैट I've sung Begum Akhtar on stage before in my concerts, even all over the world, not like this but separately. एक दो तीन की चीज़ें जैसे कि मशहूर है ना, वो जो हमें तुमने करार था, ऐ मोहब्बत तेरे अंजाम पे रोना आया, तो I've seen the reaction of, so मुझे वो गाने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था. प्रॉब्लम कुछ भी नहीं था, लेकिन ये था कि स्क्रिप्ट में एक बहुत ही खूबसूरती से सैफ साहब ने इसको ऐसे बांधा है कि ये दोनों की लाइंस बेगम साहिबा की मोमेंट्स से इम्पोर्टेंट, आई थिंक, माइलस्टोन्स इन अ लाइफ, he is brought out together and they enact that. And I have the cue.
Right.
And I cannot miss the cue because I'm singing live with 4 very talented musicians, exactly like what she used to. उनके साथ भी सारंगी होती थी, तबला, हारमोनियम के अलावा और कुछ मेरे पास ही वही है.
But this format is new for you. Have you done this before? Part of a play where you're singing?
No, I've not done
So
like
I think this is something unique. Normally you go to you see in the newspaper, yeah, ads aate hain, Shami Ghazal program or whatever. So you're going to a Ghazal show. It's going to be just all Ghazals, right? Or you go to a play and it's going to be a play.
Yeah.
But this is bringing both together. Is truly a unique concept, and I think it's probably first time ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है जहाँ तक.
जी हाँ, बेगम अख्तर साहिबा की जो जिंदगी आप लोग ये
नहीं, इनकी नहीं जिंदगी, मैं कह रही हूँ एक जो गजल और प्ले को एक साथ बनाने का एक जो I think this is the first time.
I think the scope, the production and everything, that it's so large, and the way it's all come together, this has happened for the first time. Of course, there are plays that happen with music and performances, but to this extent, it hasn't happened.
इसकी mounting और बड़ी हो गई है. Let's put it that way. It's turning out to be more grand. It's turned out to be more grand.
The other thing is that I have done something similar, but not exactly like this. गालिब पर जैसे फारूक शेख साहब गालिब बनते थे, लेकिन उसमें ऐसी स्क्रिप्ट नहीं थी. वो एक नरेशन होता था, वो गालिब आते थे, फिर उनके बाद मैं उनकी गजल गाता था. लेकिन इसमें क्या है, जो यूनिकनेस ये है कि in between the lines there are pauses where I have to.
Let's not reveal. Let's not reveal. Let's not reveal. Let's not reveal.
No spoilers.
लेकिन जो है सो है बता रहा हूँ, तो इसलिए यूनिक है.
Right. Obviously, you come from a family of musicians, but have you guys worked, like, collaborated before professionally? I mean, why did you think of him?
I mean, she thought of him. Because see, I wasn't even thinking, let's get a male singer on board. And obviously, for me, I was more thinking about female singers, right? And then Tejaswini said that, why don't we get Talat Aziz ji, And it was like, boom. Locked, sealed.
Right.
And Saif though was going crazy at the thought of it. And he was kind enough.
I've been a big fan of his from the beginning, and Ghazal is something I can, as of now, today, in today's day and age, he's such a big name. I could only think of him. And I'm also talking on behalf of the director who refuses to be a part of this interview.
Yeah.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. He's right around, hovering around.
Yes.
So, it's just that I think there would have been a direct comparison also.
True.
Of either one of us, trying to sing her song. So, I mean, to have someone of his stature and name coming, and doing this would have been, it is so brilliant that he's a part of this.
And if I was actually asked to sing, I would have definitely not been part of this.
Everybody's asking, are you all singing?
I definitely would have, because Begum Akhtar, just look at her.
And when we were rehearsing also, parts we've been rehearsing here. So it was just like a normal play rehearsal, and the first time when we went and rehearsed with him, we came out of rehearsals, I was like, wow, what is this? It was just a completely different experience.
I had goosebumps, absolutely.
Yeah, she broke down. She started crying when he started performing, and it was amazing.
That is one thing which I should have said that.
Okay, sorry, I took away your line.
No, you didn't take away. सबसे पहले तो पद्मिनी ये बताओ कि ये आज पहली बार बता रहे हैं कि मेरी इतनी बड़ी फैन थी इतने सालों के बाद.
क्या आप भूल गए?
नहीं, मैं तो
आपके घर
क्योंकि इतने फैंस हैं
ये भूल जाते हैं.
किनको याद रखे, है ना?
भाई, you are like family,
एक लेफ्ट में बैठी है, एक राइट में बैठी है.
They are like family.
Yes, I know.
Actually go long way back. Her son, my son grew up together. That's not the point here, but it was really big surprise when she called me, and ये अब मुझे पता लगा कि ये इंस्टिगेशन कहाँ से हुआ और फिर यहाँ से तो इन्होंने उसको एक्सिक्यूशन कैसे किया. बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. मैं जिंदगी में I've never done so much of homework frankly for any show.
And what was that exactly? Did you go back to listening to her?
Yes, I mean I have listened to her since the 60s.
Yes.
On radio.
Yeah.
उनका जो टोन था गाने का, and I never thought that I. लेकिन अब चूंकि मुझे वो पोर्ट्रे करना है उनकी गायकी, तो बहुत सारी बारीकियां हैं जो मुझे उस पर ध्यान देना पड़ेगा.
Right.
उसके लिए मुझे have to go back, listen. अब वो अमरी अटरिया जो है उसमें क्या जगह है, उसमें जो एक फ्री वर्स है उसमें कैसे उन्होंने एक्सप्रेशन किया, कैसे दिया वो उसको पूरा एब्जॉर्ब करके वो पेश करना सामने. आई एम एंजॉयिंग इट. अमरी अटरिया पे आओ सवरिया, देखा देखी बलम हुई जाए हमरी अटरिया.
Wow. I guess the Bollywood version is more in the minds of the new generation at this point, but this will serve as a great.
Actually, मैंने सुना भी नहीं बॉलीवुड वर्जन.
Okay.
It's by Vishal Bhardwaj, I think, right?
Yes. There's actually another song of hers which you just mentioned. Funny enough, it just struck me. Do you know that Stree 2 में जो एक गाना है अभी आज की रात, that's supposed to be inspired by one of Begum Akhtar's songs. Do you know about this?
No.
आज की रात.
Yes. You just mentioned that song.
वो जो भी
की रात मजा हुस्न का.
मोहब्बत तेरे.
Same है.
Yeah.
मोहब्बत तेरे. अच्छा मुझे नहीं पता.
Yes, so there's a lot of people compare. I don't know if they're inspired or related, but a lot of people are comparing the tunes. As
Possible
similar.
actually. It's all, see, everybody gets inspired, na? सारे जितने भी folk गाने हुआ करते थे, people get inspired and then they recreate it. So
In fact, बेगम साहिबा की जो ये चीजें हैं ना, कि एक ही स्केल में है ऑलमोस्ट. मोहब्बत तेरे अंजाम पे रोना, मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नवा, मुझे दोस्त बन के, ये फिगर सेम. ये हालांकि ये कॉम्पोजिशन खयाम साहब की है. खयाम साहब composed this and she sang it for HMV in those days. And फिर उसके बाद वो है और एक मशहूर ये है मेरे हम नफस है मोहब्बत, और
उल्टी
वो जो हमें तुम्हें करार था,
वो जो
हमें तुम्हें
that's also phenomenal.
करार था तुम्हें याद हो के. इसमें तो लोग रो देते हैं वुमेन का वुमेन. और ये ऐसे शायर हैं, these are called master poets.
Yeah.
उसको ऐसा मास्टरी के साथ बेगम साहिबा ने गाया है, और जो फील है ना,
This is all a khazana actually, you know.
Treasure trove of Indian music.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Right. How challenging was the role? What was the prep like? How long have you been rehearsing?
I think we've been rehearsing for over 2 months, of course, in gaps, but I would say what was the difficulty? Her persona, the demeanor, you know, thoda bahut usme. Now, I have done a lot of, I've spoken a lot of Urdu in the movies as well. So it wasn't that difficult for me where Urdu was concerned. But yes, you cannot, see when you're on stage, when you're speaking Urdu, you cannot add anything else. You know, normally kaise hota
Yeah, we
hai,
speak
you have the
English.
liberty of speaking English or Hindi words, you know, which is not happening here.
So you can't improvise at all. You have to like stick
Yeah.
to the lines.
Yes, yes.
Right. Just talk to me a little about your role. What was the challenges, and also how is it working with Padmini for the first time?
challenges in terms of, I guess, just finding rehearsal time. But besides that, it was great. It was lovely to work with Padmini, of course, because we have that bond and the camaraderie and everything going. So, and the characters of Begum Akhtar ji and her shagirda. So the bond is there. So our bond anyways is there. So, you can actually, we could feel it. And there were so many instances where, during rehearsals, she would tell me ki, acha, don't forget this line or don't forget this word, because a lot of times I was jumbling the words, certain places. So that was the kind of comfort level and bond that we shared during the rehearsals. And challenges, as I said, and it's the character that I'm playing is of Sukhi. So she enacts certain parts, of her life, and she keeps telling her stories. So that's my character. I don't want to reveal much,
Right.
because then I'll give away a lot. I've already spoken a lot.
Right. Is it easy to have like a family member to collaborate on stage? Does the job become easier?
It definitely becomes easier, but at the same time, it's very challenging because you get comfortable in that situation. So because you're not on your toes. Otherwise, what happens if you have someone else who's performing with you? So you're always on your toes. You don't know what the other person's like, and you're trying to get used to that person and what that person's going to throw back at you. There's no competition as such over here. At the same time, in terms of comfort level, it's great, but the difficult part is when you want to rehearse. So it's always like, acha, we'll rehearse after half an hour. Okay. Acha, I have to just go out somewhere and come back. We'll rehearse after that. So ye hota tha,
Where does the sisters switch off and the actresses come on? That's probably the demarcation. Right. Great. Padmini ji sings, do you?
I have been learning classical music last 5-6 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
She's far more trained than I.
Wow. But you've been singing all your life pretty much. You wanted to be a singer, right?
ऐसे ही इधर उधर उड़ते.
सुर में है दोनों.
Definitely. So this is also a whole musical.
They come from a family of
Yes.
I knew their father also.
Okay.
A great classical vocalist and a very respected person in the classical field. And she will be in a better position to tell you the lineage they come from.
Right.
तो वो एक बैकग्राउंड है इनका, तो वो जो है ना वो आप ऐसे वैसे ला नहीं सकते, वो it comes in your genes.
Right. Actually, I was wondering that this is obviously on the life of one legendary artist, but you could have also done a biopic or like a play on somebody from your own family, maybe your father or Lataji. Have you considered that?
You never know. Saif may be working on it already.
So it's a possibility. Okay.
Anything is possible.
never say never, you know.
Yes, actually my grandfather was a theatre actor as well. So he had a theatre company, meaning he, Pandit Master Dinanath Mangeshkar and Chintaman Rao Kolhatkar. So they had a Natak company by the name of Balwant Natak Company. So it was very popular back then. My grandfather acted on stage.
Where was it? Was it in?
Everywhere, Baroda, here, there, everywhere they used to do shows, yeah. And then obviously when films started, then theatre took a back seat, na? Theatre got affected back then. And so there's theatre, movies, singing,
So art
everything.
is in some form.
I think singers are half actors already. It's become more musical.
जरूरी नहीं है, but
Yeah, but they have to bring those emotions na, in their singing, so वो automatically हो जाता है.
And imagining that while maybe during playback when you don't have the scene, you don't have the actors in front of you, but you're imagining those emotions and singing. I think that's tougher sometimes.
She also, Begum Akhtar also acted in a movie,
Right. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
वो हो जाता है, I think.
I think we are all actors. Everybody's an actor, no? Don't you think so? We all have that acting side.
You're an
in us.
actor, you're
Just
sitting
that-
here and
I
you're playing your part.
yeah.
Everyone's playing a part. We all are actors.
I've tried once or twice. I'm terrible at it. Can't put me on stage. But but great to be able to see you do this. Do you think this also has like a film potential? This idea, this play?
Saif! Hello, Saif!
Could be, maybe you did put a seed of thought now. है ना?
Right. It'll be amazing because I do think that, see, I grew up, my introduction to Begum Akhtar ji was because of my father. He's a huge fan of music, I was just telling Talat ji. And somehow, since I don't live at home now, I've kind of lost that touch. Obviously, I don't really turn on ghazals and listen to them so much. I don't know if my people of my age do, or people younger than me, if they do. But I think this is like a great reminder of who
Exactly.
she was.
This is going to be a great recall value. People who heard her back then, who knew her, knew of her, ab jaake, it's going to be
Yes.
a wonderful.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, which part of her life are you actually presenting in this play? Is it the entirety?
No, the latter half, much,
Okay.
yeah, later in her life.
Okay. And the play is about 2 hours?
2
2
hours,
hours,
yeah.
Okay. We know there are 2 shows happening in Mumbai. After that, do you have plans to take it to other cities?
So there are certain places lined up, which obviously Saif would know best. But yeah.
Padmini, what else are you working on at this stage? I mean, you sing sometimes, you come up with music videos, there's something you keep doing with your son.
Yeah.
Are you also looking at more offers, roles?
Yeah, many things. Oh my God, suddenly, you're just reminding me I've really got too much on my plate. So I am singing for the Dhamaka Records off and on. And I'm doing plays, I'm reading scripts, I have my clothing brand, Padma Sita.
So now you know where the rehearsal
And
challenges were.
I'm also now the senior vice president of CINTA, which is the Cine and Television Artists Association. So I've got a lot on my plate.
How do you manage?
And plus, taking care of my home and my grandchild.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
congratulations on
Thank you.
He's how old now?
She is 8 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
very, very young, right?
Yeah, very young.
Okay. Wow. Won't understand ghazals, I'm sure. At
No,
this point.
won't understand. Definitely, she can't. But she moves like this.
It's in the genes.
She looks like. When she listens to even the phone ringing, she'll start moving.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to the play. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you so much for bringing Begum Akhtar to us once again.
Thank you,
Bonnie. Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.